So, I've heard that you want to get 700 plus on the GMAT exam in just 2 weeks, or was it a month, or a couple months? Well, today I'm going to be showing you the key strategy that really helped me improve in just 2 weeks to getting a 700 plus on the GMAT exam. And this is called a GMAT cheat sheet. This is the key to improving quickly on your GMAT score. And today I'm going to be showing you examples of my GMAT cheat sheets, what I write on these things, and how I really utilize them to the best of my ability in order to improve just like that. So what is a GMAT cheat sheet? Essentially, a GMAT cheat sheet is where you consolidate everything that you've learned for the day and you really summarize it into a single piece of paper or just a couple pages. These are just the key concepts that you need to remember. So the key steps are this. You just go through your studies as normal. During your studies, as you're going through books, as you're going through your resources, you should be taking down notes. If you're reading through the section and you're just learning at this point, write down everything that is new to you or that you didn't know of. If you're going through practice problems, write down what you learned from that question. When you're going through your answers and reviewing what you got wrong, what you got right, and the 3 different types of GMAT questions that I've mentioned in my other videos, if you got it wrong, write down why you got it wrong and how you're going to fix it next time. For example, if you got a specific type of rates question wrong, write down what it was exactly in the step-by-step process that really tripped you up. Was it because it was taking you too long? Was it because you didn't know how to set up the formula? Write that down and then go back and study that. I made a list of fallacies and what I was going to do instead. Find out what your most common mistakes are. Find out what your weaknesses and strengths are, because this will inform you of how to best approach planning your next studies. Now you have a thick stack of notes from your studies as well as, practice problems that you did. This is when you go back. You take out a new sheet of paper and you basically pick out all of the most important concepts, the ones that you need to highlight and remember in order to do well on the exam, and you rewrite it down on this piece of paper you call the cheat sheet. Now, once you have this sheet, it can be across a few pages, that is fine, but try to keep it as clear and concise as possible. So for example, when you sit down and see that same problem again, you know you can use that same strategy. Keep in mind that all of these cheat sheets are very individualized. For me, quant was very difficult compared to the other subjects, specifically the word problems. So the majority of my cheat sheet was writing down what I needed to know whenever I was to approach another word problem. This is something I kind of like to call a skills tool set. You've learned a lot about these concepts, you have a bunch of strategies now that you've been through, but now you really want to allow your brain to consolidate and summarize all your learnings from the day. This is what really helped me improve as quickly as possible and really condense the concepts into very simple terms. Usually after I'm done with this cheat sheet, I will go take a break, do whatever I need to do, go work out, etc. And then just really take a true break without thinking of the GMAT at all. Then when I come back and I'm getting ready for bed, the last thing I'll do before I go to sleep is to reread this cheat sheet. Just reviewing it, giving my brain a refresher of what we had gone through today. They say it's scientifically proven that if you do something before bed or you review something before bed, it's really, really helpful to solidify the concepts for the next day. And it's one of the strategies to memorization. So this is something that has worked well for me personally, and I would suggest you try it out. And if I keep writing down all of these cheat sheets for all of the books, all of the concepts that I need to know, then I will be fully prepared for the exam. Another cool thing about this cheat sheet is that as you're approaching closer and closer to the exam, you'll have like a dozen consolidated pieces of paper that inform you of everything you personally need to know to do well on the exam. And if I forgot a concept from, say, like day 2 of my studies, instead of going back through all of my notes, all of the practice problems that I did to try to figure out what it was, I can go to, say, page 2 of my stack of cheat sheets and it'll be right there. What I did right before the exam was that week I just took out all of my cheat sheets and I went through it and I read it and I was like, I got that concept down. Oh, there's this one concept that I don't know on, like, say, page 9 of my cheat sheets. Then I would just go back to that and know exactly what to study. I wouldn't be wasting any extra time flipping through books, flipping through practice problems that I did in the scratch paper that I used to figure out what it was that I'm missing. So this is a really, really nice way to stay organized as well. Let me know if you want me to do a page flip for all of my verbal as well as my quant cheat sheets. I can make 2 separate ones and actually show you exactly word for word what I wrote down for every single one of them, if that would be helpful. Thank you for hopping aboard the choo-choo train, and I hope to see you next time.